All right, so we are going to bring up our feature poet for today. And our feature poet is 4-3. 4-3 is special to me. Can we give a round of applause for 4-3? Yes. And I just want to say that 4-3 is very special because my birthday is 4-3. So when I first met 4-3, I just felt there was a connection. And then I met his mother, and what she shared with me, I know there's definitely a connection. Yes. I forgot to record that. Let's stand here.
I start off like that all the time.
Start it again for us.
I'll start with well, first of all, I'm 4-3. I do want to shout out my wife and my mom that's here today. And first thing I want to start with, by saying, I'll go with the first piece I ever wrote. I am victorious, I am a winner. I have won, but at what cost? I'm a sinner, and I've suffered a great loss. See, I was guaranteed victory by the key of old, and I became a champion as I was told, but in the process, I lost my soul. 4-3. So I started with that piece first because I've been reflecting a lot since my 30th birthday last month. A lot of stuff I've been kind of, like, I know I'm still relatively young, but I've just been reflecting on a lot of stuff. Like stuff that I thought was like the answer for my life, and now I'm just like, I'm just looking ahead of me, I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's real all right?
That's what 30s look like. You just, brother, you just getting started. That's a great thing though, but that's a great thing. You are starting in a great space. Absolutely.
And you know what though? And I literally thought of the name of my set while I was sitting there, right? And I call it ambitious salvation, right? I'm gonna start with this first piece. I titled it Full Deck. And I said, you were elected but never chosen at all. So beware of the spirit of Saul, the vain king of the house of cards. Doing what's right in your own sight, playing like God will just break you off. Obedience is better than the sacrifice, so was the price you paid worth playing your part? Now you're nifty with a full deck, and every option you need is all set. Everything you ever worked for to get ahead, it'd be a waste if your efforts had offset. But see, your desires and your Lord's will don't mesh, so you set your sights on things that don't bless. By any means, whatever it takes, and at best. Now the comedy is you think that you're giving him glory, and the Lord gave you clear instructions, but you twisted the story. And the way you moving is corny. You talk like you about something, but you counterfeit and you're phony. You ran well in the beginning, but now you watered down inconsistent. After one sip of recognition, you went from 0 to 60 over your thirst for attention. Now when we knew you, you were a water boy begging for assistance. All in every player's face, seeking to get in the game. It's just a shame that when you got plugged in, you played out your position. And tricking for flattery is sad to see. You really a has-been with a distorted reality. Every donut in your circle glazing you at your feet as if you your majesty. Your yes men turned munchkins are gassing you with sweet talk while you falling off becoming the casualty. Excuse me, let me start all over with that. I said, tricking for flattery is sad to see. You really a has-been with a distorted reality. Every donut in your circle glazing you at your feet as if you're your majesty. Your yes men turn munchkins gassing you with sweet talk until your smile becomes cavities. You think your crew love you, when actually they're the peanut gallery, watching you become the casualty. Now, you were better when you were regular. At least you had integrity. Your character, your dignity, everything. Everything you did had a bigger cause until later on you had too much to prove, talking about you raising the bar, but what bar are you measuring? Ambitions of a rod as you hand down a slippery slope, and too much pride the Lord will oppose. Apart from your purpose, there is no hope. The evidence is clear and it shows. It's easy to test a man with empty hands, but bless his hands and see where his character goes. Oh. Listen, I don't hate you. I'd rather pray for you. It don't make sense that when one of us make it, we tend to make the beaten path harder for others over making heinous decisions. Or clipping the next up-and-comer, claiming we saving positions. But all that access at your fingertips, what are you missing? If that's the deck you're working with, it's only a matter of time till your false kingdom is sent tumbling down and you left crippling. I don't know about you, but that's bad business for the soul. So for all of that, I ain't dealing it. 4-3.
Ooh, 4-3.
So
They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be scared when you come down the street. 4-3. They better get out the way. We were just talking about that. Were we not just talking about that? You better get out the way.
you know what?
Ooh, listen.
Yeah, you know, I do wanna salute my mama real fast because she's the one that actually taught me to read and write growing up. I mean, like she would not let me leave to do nothing else until I got them senses correct. One night I went downstairs to the basement with my pops to get away from her. She came downstairs. So
That's right, Mom. That's right.
For all of y'all that's wondering where 4-3 came from,
Ooh.
I love you, Mama. All right.
Keep writing.
So the next piece, right? I titled it "Kill the Counterfeit," because see, I already talked about. I've already kind of acknowledged how I kind of almost was kind of like selling myself short with what I thought I knew best. Then I went back and then I started going to like where I thought I kind of had it together, but as you can see, I was kind of making a sucker out of myself. Now for the accountability part, where sometimes you gotta be told something you really don't like to hear. So kill the counterfeit. I said, survivor of my culture, I ride with my soldiers, and I advise you watch how you approach us. We come from the kingdom, and we're precise and we're focused. You did no work, and we don't know why you're boasting. You talk like you timid, but you talk like you tough, but you timid and you ghosted. You don't really want the smoke because you know you get roasted. Quit capping like a clown and stop pretending like you're chosen. The devil is a liar, and we all know you bogus. We make ourselves a no reputation, meanwhile you oppose her. The truth is caught up with you now, and playtime is over. 4-3.
Yes.
All right. Y'all ready for this new joint I wrote? So this one's kind of deep. I titled it Achilles Morale. It's kind of play on words with like Achilles heel, right? Except like more of like when you're feeling weak at your feet, you feel like you're about to fall. I guess what do you do or who do you turn to keep it standing? Just me and him. Up late at night, crying and confessing as I repent. It's been a decade since the last time I relent. Learning to release regret over everything that I could not control, and I played in a lot of roles that caused me to regress. I'm asking and begging God for a second chance long after my consequences have already landed. How many opportunities did I waste to get it right in between every flight? The flight attendant was the Holy Spirit who offered to guide my path from left to right. But instead I turned him down for the turbulence, and I wasn't right. Long day after long day, trying to chip away from the dead of night to broad day. I'm too moody at heart for the weather. Whether it's sunny or if it rains, my attitude changes. I feel like I'm paying a price every day over being impatient. But the Lord honors all covenants, good or bad. So regardless of how my emotions range from day to day, my circumstance wasn't built in a day. So humility is the way for the Lord to lift me up with his grace. That's been my problem the whole time. I've been mad at myself. Time will harden your heart when you're not kind to yourself. How do you expect to heal when you're always grinding yourself? How you saying grace over your meal when you've already poisoned your health? Yeah, I'm critical of you because I'm intense with myself. Pride is the devil, and there's a war going on inside. All for me to ask Christ for some help. Nevertheless, as I endure hardship, I'm God's prayer soldier. Waiting on standby until he says it's over. I got personal situations I've forgiven but no longer trust, but at this point, I'm only looking for closure. And I feel my morale folding. If not the Lord, who gonna hold me up before I faint? While every two-faced sucker always talking like they a saint. I don't want to hear what you got to say about how you're able. Everybody's came with all the answers until your offerings are brought to the stable. Excuse me. Everybody's came with all the answers until your offerings are brought to the table. And I can clearly read your label from afar off all the way to the stable. So before you arrive at my door, like the cable guy, I'm turning my TV off. After all, I know it's the enemy's vision to see me fall. Moral to my story, I'm a writer. So when I feel things, I put them on paper. The enemy trying to cut me down in my Achilles while the Lord is giving me favor. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, as every bullet gets jammed in the chamber. Let me start that over real fast. I said, moral to my story, I'm a writer. So when I feel things, I put them on paper. The enemy trying to cut me down in my Achilles while the Lord is giving me favor. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, as every bullet gets jammed in the chamber. I remain faithful even out of a broken place to encourage my neighbors. Preserved by purpose, still standing at your service like a waiter, serving pieces of substance that leaves an exceptional taste for the audience to savor. Of every affliction the Lord delivered me from to shape me up like a taper. The impact my testimony created was worth the work of my labor. 4-3. That's my last piece. It's a classic, John. I titled it Place of Pieces. It's almost as if it's easy to create in response to sadness. Like your passions won't emerge unless it came from ashes. God would rather have us when we're broken down into fractions versus when we full of ourselves, compromising our focus. Now, the best R&B songs come from artists that's heartbroken. And the most excellent come from corners unnoticed. As well as I write poetry, my teachers always told me that I was well-spoken. Ironically, the best stories I ever wrote came from pain I had to cope with. Ironically, the best stories I ever wrote came from pain I had to cope with. I went through a lot of corny stuff to put my thoughts on paper. Them tales of the times I used to fist fight with my neighbors. And God gave me a lot of stories that I could draw from all these years later. So to whom this may favor, we come from a common place. Not all of us are by ourselves on this race. Because after all, we're the clay, he the potter, the author and finisher of our faith. So if you're a person like me, even on a bad day, but fearfully and wonderfully made, take those same shattered pieces of pain to tell your story and shame the devil and tell your truth. 4-3. And that concludes our regularly scheduled program. So, glory to God in this room. Salute to CJ. Thank you for the opportunity. Bless you.
You're welcome.
And,
thank you for saying yes.
No problem.
That's the important part.
And So to all of y'all that love what I had to say, and I know y'all love what I had to say, go follow me on my Instagram at 43.Larry, FOURTHREE.Larry. The words, not the numbers, please. And also, I got this series on my Instagram that I'm building up called Ramen While Driving, where I'm basically at the wheel and I'm just basically spitting, doing my best piece of work, my worst piece of work, my newest piece of work, my oldest piece of work.
There's never a W.
And my
Ain't
goal is
nothing
to get
worse.
to 1,000 followers so I can grow my platform and then share it with other artists so they can get on the platform, because I kind of want to give back to the community because of, a lot of artists, y'all know who y'all are, that have poured into me, so God bless y'all. Thank you.
All right, let's hear it for 4-3 again, please. So what we're going to do at this moment, we're going to take a picture of everyone in the room. What's your son's name? Trey. Trey, can you take our picture for us today? So everyone, if you can come, I'm going to move this out the way. If you can come this way, and before we actually do that, once we take a picture, we're going to take about a 10-15 minute break. And then we're going to come back. We're going to open the mic. I believe 4-3 is going to close us out. And we have this awesome store called The Movement. And for those of you that have been here before, you're welcome. Those of you, if it's your first time, take a look. You may see something that gets you excited in our next half of our open mic. All right, so I'm going to move these things. If we can come this way, and we're going to take a picture.